Hey, here I am with the video that I promised. Hopefully I'll hit all of the things that you requested. Listen to the audio first so that you have a few minutes to settle into your body and notice your body and notice your breath. And once you've spent a few minutes doing that, then you can hit play on this video. Starting in a seat, whatever you'd like to do with your legs is fine with me. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, one ear drifts towards one shoulder. Maybe 5 breaths here. You might take your head a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left until you get just the right stretch on the opposite side. We're looking to influence the muscles here. Maybe you bring the hand up and over and just lightly rest the fingers kind of close to the ear. And let the opposite arm be heavy. And after a few breaths, lowering your arm down. If it was there, bring your head back up to center. Breathe in again. As you breathe out, other ear towards other, very soft, relaxed shoulder. Again, maybe a little bit of side to side. An option to bring the arm up and over, gently resting the fingers by the ear. And the other arm is resting, really drifting down towards the ground. You can certainly remain here longer if you'd like, but after at least 5 breaths or so, you'll start to lower that arm down if it was overhead, and then bring your head back to center. One more neck stretch. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, look towards the outer hip, whichever one you want to start with. So the upper body is still tall, but you're just bringing your gaze or your head down. It's not this kind of motion. So now you will probably feel it on the side, but also a little bit towards the back. Breathing here, or again, that arm can come up and over, and this time it's resting a little bit more towards the back of the head, so not directly above the ear, but a little more on the diagonal. And this is just optional, as is letting the other arm drift down towards the ground, but at least give that a try. That can add a little more sensation without having to, lower your head any further. Relaxing your jaw, maybe lowering your lower jaw a little bit from the upper. And then after a few breaths, if the arm is overhead, bring that down. Slowly lift your gaze. Bring your head back to center. Other side, breathing in. As you breathe out, sitting up still nice and tall, looking towards the outer hip on the other side. Maybe bringing the arm up and overhead. Maybe allowing that opposite arm to really drift down towards the ground. You'll notice this action more so if you did this sitting in a chair, because of course your hand wouldn't be running into the ground. And if the arm was overhead, slowly lower that down. Lift your gaze up. Bring it back to center. All right, now's a good time to stretch out your legs a little bit. Maybe turn your ankles. And then if you are sitting in a crisscross position, see if you can crisscross the opposite way. And then we're just take some gentle shoulder circles. So hands are resting lightly on your knees or somewhere in your lap. Again, good posture. take the shoulders in some circular motion, starting small. If we really break this down, you can think about the way your shoulder blades are moving. This is called elevation when you bring your shoulders up. This is retraction. We do this all the time. The shoulder blades are coming towards one another. Depression is lowering. And then as they come forward, you're taking your shoulder blades apart or drawing them away from one another. That's called protraction. So elevation, retraction, depression, protraction. And try to keep your awareness on your shoulder blades as you take these gentle circles. And they can get a little wider, a little larger if you'd like. Taking as many as feels good for you. And then if you'd like, after that, pause and then maybe take the shoulders in this direction. It's still the same idea, but just reversing the order. Okay, neutral again. Arms out front, take your fingers lightly on tops of your shoulders, elbows maybe about shoulder height. Breathing in, now we're just doing that retraction. Shoulder blades draw towards one another. Maybe you're squeezing a lemon. And then you're letting go of that lemon as you protract. Draw your elbows towards one another, shoulder blades spread apart. Keep your awareness there. Maybe you connect to your breathing here. Maybe the breath in as the elbows drift away. And breathe out as the elbows come towards one another. Fingers are just lightly on top of your shoulders. All right. A little bit of neck work, a little bit of shoulder work. Stay tuned for the next video. We'll do some spinal movement in a seat.